So,
Yeah.
so I think, like I said before we end this, do you have any kind of final thoughts or any kind of like advice that you would give to someone like me that may be watching this thinking like, like as far as like being in a plateau, like, not giving up, like what's some like good advice to give to someone like me that's thinking like, I'm stuck at this weight, like, and I'm never going to lose this weight.
Just even if you take a break or something, don't be afraid to just continue. Like I said, just pick up where you left off. Don't really think about like, oh, I have to start over now. Just literally just again, just continue on with what you were doing. Like I said, whether you took in a week off in the gym, 2 weeks off, just literally just show up for yourself. Do something small. Like I said, it can literally be a walk outside. Like I enjoy, yes, I like to run, but I definitely enjoy walking because one is just easier on my joints. Obviously, it's my very mindless. Sometimes if I can take a walk with my husband, or sometimes I'm taking a walk by myself. And during the walk, I might be listening to maybe like one of my favorite pastors like teach a sermon that I miss, and I'm just having that playing in my ear, and next thing you know, I've walked like 2 miles. Again, that's something easy on the body. Just get moving, or even as simple as cleaning the house. Like today, even after I finish recording here, I'm going to continue to clean my house. And when I clean this house, I definitely get a lot of steps in. Like I actually burn calories because I'm up and downstairs and bending down and vacuuming. And again, because you're moving your body, that is some form of exercise. And like I said, just be patient. Like I said, think of it, for me, exercise is a lifestyle. Of course, there are moments where I have goals. Like I said, right now I'm training for this half marathon, that coming up in November. Totally new for me. That's a new goal for me. So I'm definitely challenging and pushing myself. I know, it's not going to be easy, but I'm willing to put the work in. So, setting those small goals can give you something to look forward to. And some people, if you have, like a decent amount of weight to lose, maybe it's 20 pounds, 30 pounds, don't look at it like that. Focus on maybe just losing five pounds. And maybe, don't put a time frame on it too. Some people want to lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks, and that may be a bit too much on your body. Maybe 5 pounds in a month. And if you don't lose the 5 pounds in a month, if you only lose two or three, celebrate yourself. That's still a win. Like clap, give yourself a pat on the back, like, hey, I lost these 2, 3 pounds. That took some work, and then continue on to reach that five. Then once you reach that five, then try to lose another five until you hit that 20 to 30 pound. Because look at that big number, it might be overwhelming to someone saying like, like who knows how long that's going to take. Let's not really focus on the time frame. Just take it day by day, show up for yourself. You don't have to exercise every single day. You don't have to exercise 5 times a week. Start small. Like I said, it took me years to build up to a routine, and this is the same advice that I've given my husband too, who's also trying to be a bit more disciplined with working out too. Like I said, the main thing is just be consistent, start off small. If you exercise 1 times a week, that's great. If you exercise twice a week, that's awesome. If you do three, that's amazing. Or maybe the next week you only do two, and then next week you only do one. As long as you just show up, like I said, be consistent, be patient. It's a lifelong journey. Like I said, when you hit your goal weight, still continue to exercise, because it's just good for your overall health. It's essential to your body. It's necessary for us, to be healthy, and to have a strong immune system, especially with everything that's going on in this world. You really do want to take care of yourself and be mindful of that.
Yeah, that's very good like advice to leave with, just because, just realizing, that if you have a certain weight goal, like, so just think it may be a big number, it may be a small number, and let's just think of it like short little like things at short like numbers at a time, like I said, 5 pounds, like I said, like if I want to lose 15 more pounds. Like I said, don't put yourself on a time limit. I like that too. Like, because I think I do that sometimes, like, especially like before the beach, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to lose this amount of weight. And then, of course, I don't make it exactly to that goal, but I'm like, I mean, I did lose 6, 7 pounds, but not the amount that like I was hoping to lose by the time the beach came around. And then so, listen, and also like you mentioned, like one big thing that I definitely want to apply more to myself is like being my own like motivator, because I think sometimes like it could be the other spectrum. Sometimes we could be our worst enemy and we can kind of like take ourselves down. And I've definitely done that. Like I've lost 6, 7 pounds, but like but at the same time, I almost don't give myself a pat on the back just because I'm thinking like you didn't reach your goal though. So like so sometimes I can, it's a mind game. It's like a mental kind of thing sometimes that can affect your physical self. So I said just definitely want to apply that as far as being your biggest cheerleader, being your biggest, motivator, and giving yourself a pat on the back whenever you, even if you lose a pound, if you lose 2 pounds, if you don't get to the 5 pounds in 2 weeks and instead you lost 2 pounds, that's still a win because you're definitely less than, where you were. And like I said, just, wanted to remind myself that because like I said, I definitely have a lot of I guess things in my head that maybe I talk down on myself when it comes to my weight. That's definitely like a huge thing. So like to just like another like benefit I just thought of right quick was like it's kind of like the confidence within yourself. Like it feels like once you reach those goals, like you start feeling more confident and like who you are and like where you're at in life when it comes to your health and stuff like that. So that's something I'm still improving on. And like I definitely, hope that I can look back on this video and realize, like, look how far you came and like you've done great things. And like I said, just setting those small goals is definitely important for me. I think I need to do that instead of looking at the long-term goal, which long-term goals are good, but sometimes long-term goals can sound overwhelming or sound like it's a little much. So just starting small and just applying that to like for example like we're halfway through the month, so maybe trying to set a goal for by the end of the month like what I want to see out of this instead of thinking I'm going to lose 15 pounds 15 20 pounds by November or by Thanksgiving time or something like that. Just applying more of, I'm gonna hopefully lose a few more pounds by the end of this month. So just kind of keep it small, and like you said, as far as working out, the amount of times it can be like if you start one day a week, that's better than nothing. So as just starting from the ground up, basically starting from somewhere at least, having some kind of consistency, even with that one time a week. And then once your body gets adjusted, add another day and keep adding more days and to where it at least gets to that 150. And so then I think we can go a long way with this. So I definitely appreciate you being on here and applying, like, not applying and giving me this kind of knowledge so that I can apply this into my life and that I can really take it in and really put some action forward with my workout and exercise because right now it's little to none and I definitely want to improve on this.
Yeah, agree. Thank you again for having me. And this was such a great conversation. And I'm excited for you. I know that you can definitely, you can do it. Like I said, just, keep showing up for yourself, be patient, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, have fun with your workouts too. If you find a particular workout, like, if running on the treadmill is miserable for you, don't run on the treadmill. Walk, do a lot of people do cardio that they don't like doing and then they end up not doing it. Find something that you enjoy that you can be consistent with and then do it. So, that's the main thing is have fun with your workouts. You don't want to be miserable doing it all the time, like, or making it feel like a chore or a burden, because then it makes it even harder. So, find something that you can enjoy and be creative with it. But I know you got this. I'm always here. I'm here to help you. If you have any more questions, outside of this, I'm always here to help you or give you any type of advice, as much as I can, because I definitely want to see you, succeed and, develop that, consistent routine on your own.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Elijah, I'm glad I have, people in my life that, are rooting for me and, I'm wanting to root for myself. And sometimes I'm not rooting for myself. So it's good to have people, around me, whether they're here in Alabama or whether they're within the country, in North Carolina. At least I definitely appreciate, the support and the motivation to get going and to remind myself that exercising can be fun, working out can be fun if you find the right, kind of, exercise or machine or, whatever activity, that you want to incorporate into your life. As I so it's definitely a, a very good thing. And I see good things happening. So again, let's I want to thank Danielle for being here. I know she's going to be here on future episodes, and I look forward to having her back. So definitely appreciate her being here. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like on my YouTube page, Not Your Average Joel. You can subscribe there as well. And I also have Instagram page, Not Your Average Joel Podcast, where I post like maybe like 1 minute reels, and I may post some behind the scenes stuff and some maybe a funny moment from the episode. So I post a little bit there, but most of it goes on YouTube. And I used to post these things on Facebook, but it took forever to upload on there. So now, for now, I'm just on YouTube. But here in a little bit after my 25th episode, I'm going to be taking a small little break and like maybe starting to put these on like Spotify or something like that, so like people can have like an audio version of this, because whenever these come into like these files come into my computer, I have the video version and audio version. So I may end up doing that just to maybe gain some more, maybe more people that can take these kind of topics in and just really apply it to their lives as well. So, anyway, if you enjoy these things, in these conversations, please, give me a like on, YouTube, and I like to subscribe. And, if you want to even comment, something, some tips or anything like that, feel free to do so. So, until then, I want to thank everybody for watching this, and I will talk to y'all later.